My interest in the law started at a very young age when I was taken to a murder trial when I was 12 years old. And how that happened was my mom had retired from the Air Force. She went back to school at a later age, and then she had an internship with the Victim Advocate's office in my hometown. So she decided to bring me to work one day, and I got to sit in the courtroom with the family and the friends of the man who had been murdered, and I got to sit there for the sentencing hearing. In that moment, really touched me, and I knew after watching the family interact with the attorneys and watching the attorneys present their case to the court, and it made me want to be a lawyer, and that is the day I started on the path of becoming one. I went to law school at Arizona State University, and then I moved to New Mexico to start my career with the district attorney's office. And my role at the office was a children's court attorney, which is a really unique kind of collaborative way of practicing as a prosecutor. You're working with the families, you're working with the probation side of things, you're working closely with the courts, and the focus is really how can we help this child? And you're also considering the victims in the case, obviously, you're considering the state's position, but really it's best interest of the child. And in that process, I really found that I enjoyed working with the families more so than any other aspect of that job. And so that was kind of a natural transition for me to what I'm doing now, which is practicing full-time as a family law divorce attorney. My approach to handling divorce and family law cases is to sit down with my clients and create a goal list. I want to know what you want your life to look like on the other side of this. And then we can go through that list and say which goals are achievable and how are we going to get there. I like to start my cases really collaboratively. I do a lot of communication with my clients and a lot of communication with the other side. And so it's important to see what do we have common ground on, where do we already agree, and if we can't agree and we have to go to trial or have a hearing, I'm very comfortable in the courtroom, I have a lot of trial experience, and I'm confident I can get the results that you're looking for. If you hire me as your attorney, you can expect to have an attorney who's prepared and organized for every setting, and I'm going to make sure that you're prepared and organized. Whether it's going in to testify at a hearing or walking into a settlement, you can walk in confidently knowing what to expect. Second, you're going to get a fierce advocate in the courtroom. I'm willing to fight for whatever it is that you want, and we're going to reach that result. And third, it's doing all of this in the context of what's best for your children if you have them, and what's best for your family at the end of the day. And so whether it's your finances, your home, where your kids are going to go to school, that's our main focus. And I think that's what sets me apart from other attorneys.